Design is not just about how things look. It's about how they act, how you experience them, and whether you love them enough to keep using them. And that's increasingly true when it comes to tech. Astro Studios in San Francisco has brought great design to lots of consumer products. Its biggest hit, though, is the gadget that arguably launched the wearables category, the Nike Fuelband.
Design is, we're the translators. We really are people that take the conversation, turn it into tangible vision, and in that tangible vision, commercialize it. So as we sat down on the Fuelband, we'd spent a lot of time with Nike exploring how do you motivate people to be active. We use a lot of design skills, models, prototyping, illustrations, storyboarding. Early on, for example, we might do something that's more experimental. This happens to be a hard 3D printed product. We may want to look at this and say, okay, how might we interact with this differently than, let's say, something that's more of, sleek and small. What's the trade-off? In this case, we made room to put in the hard pieces with the soft pieces that are more pliable. Then they start to take on more form over time to eventually they start to look and feel like the real thing. We'll design the font, for example, like how many different kind of communications might go into it. We might mock up like a fuel aesthetic, for example, like a little fuel gauge. And there's a whole bunch of things we wanted this product to do. Through dialogue and experimentation and prototyping, whittled it down to being just a few things really well. Overall, I think the Fuelband captured one of the things that's great about successful products. It's a blend of technology, information, fashion, and personality. Out of that, a lot of people came in and said, hey, you know what, the differentiator is design, the perspective on who it is we're designing for.
As design gets more important, it has to be part of any new company from the ground up. In Silicon Valley, that means a venture capital fund where the tech isn't everything. Designer Fund is dedicated to helping businesses grow with design at their core.
One of the growing trends that we've observed is the number of billion-dollar companies co-founded by designers within the last 10 years, including Airbnb, Pinterest, Instagram, Square, Kickstarter. I think there's something really special when design and great technology and business all come together. Every little touch point is an opportunity to delight someone, to bring joy in their lives, to enrich their families, their friends. So companies that understand how to do that will continue to really innovate and grow in ways that we haven't seen other companies before.
I've always believed that design should be leading the conversation. When you've got a lot of the same wires and bits and plastics and whatever the physical, tangible materials are, design is what's going to put them into a unique context that will either be perfect for a certain user, demographic, use, or brand.
Wearables are probably the current best example of how physical design combined with a great experience can inspire loyalty and even love. And the companies who get that balance right are the ones who are going to win.
Watches and wearables are moving into that same space of shoes and purses and hats. Not a lot of people have integrated that with technology, so I think we're going to learn a lot in the next few years as to what really sticks and what the churn of replacement might be in this space.